of yoga is that you work so much on the wrist. So I teach a movement which is, I teach a lot of them, even headstands with fists only. So I'll show you that version of my Mayurasana. You'll see. One thing to remember is that the thumbs are always out. If they're in, you'll crush your thumbs. Not a good way. So what will happen, I'll demonstrate it to you first. The thumbs will come down. Look from the side if you need to. This is version 2. It's characterized by the tail at the top. Okay. So what is it about that movement that makes it different to normal Mayurasana? Mayurasana normally is the legs are straight behind you and the body is kept parallel, right? This one, when the legs go back, immediately they fold back again, and the foot comes up on either side, and that's the tail. So the first thing we'll do is have a look at the hand position, the basic version of this. So if you take your hands, and what we'll do is, I really want you to feel comfortable with this. So get the thumbs out and put the hands down. First of all, you can just sit like this and see if you can feel reasonably comfortable like this. That you can take a little bit of pressure here. Now, any problems as you put pressure on your wrists here? Hands, any problems at all? Yeah? If you want to put an injury in it, so be really careful. With all of this work now, I'd advise you to maybe just watch, but see how you feel, yeah? Now what's going to happen, if you saw me do, if I just show you how I work this movement, just stay where you are for a second if you want to watch. Watch the kind of things that I'll do. Can you see? Right? So, my thinking here is to expel all the air from my body. Okay, that's why you hear that sound. And at that time I'm cheering, I'm sending energy, direct energy into the abdominal area to support, like a table, where the elbows are going to go. Right? So it's going to be a quick expulsion of air, the body will then go straight and you're going to lean onto this part. So where are the elbows going? This is my hip bone, right? This is my navel. The elbows will go in the middle on both sides. So place your elbows here now. Now exhale, tighten up in here. That area here, if you put your elbows in, that should be really tight and strong, rigid. So what happens now is when you get to that point, I'm going to show you that little jumping and exhalation, and you're going to settle on this part, okay? So watch again. We're going to try that now. Now there's two ways you can do it. The first thing you do is not to raise the feet off the ground. If you want, you can just keep the feet on the floor and just try to settle. Second way is if you're ready to do it, take the feet off the ground, by all means. A lot of pressure will go on the thumb. Remember, this span is massive. This is tiny. Okay? So you don't have as much to balance on as normal. Be aware of that. And also be aware that if you slip, you will definitely break your arm.
Cool.
There's no chance you will not snap your wrist. You will. Right? So this is why this is a lot safer. You have your choice there. You can do this version, or you can do what I'm trying to do. But don't panic, do it. If you don't take your feet off, then you're not likely to slip. Does it all make sense? Is clear? Okay, let's give it a go then. So your hands will come down. Alright, so think if you want to watch first and do it, you can. I'll keep the feet down to begin with. I'm shortening the space between the hip and the ribs. And I'm taking the breath in, then exhaling. Then if I want to lift up. Good. Keep the body weight going to the front nicely. Remember, keep the body weight forward. Lovely. Big movement over here. Okay? Your thing now is to keep your head up and your back up. Your back is almost on the floor. What do you think? Looking good? Okay. Now let me tell you something with Mayurasana. Good, guys, well done. Your upper body needs to be off the floor. This is a common mistake with Peacock, since we've got a couple of minutes. Common mistake with Peacock position is this. You're doing a version like this. That's not right. That's a bad habit. You'll always be slouching. When you see Peacock going properly, you'll never see the head is down. Head is always up. So, and this is done by going into the posture with your head high. So if I did a version that you a couple of guys, a few were doing, look the difference that I take with this movement. Look what my head and my upper body's doing. I'm coming in straight. You see that? So, but if you start with the head down, you're never going to get back up again. So give it one more go. If you're doing well, keep your head forward and nice and high as you're working. One more practice. That's that. Good sign. Head nice and high, guys. Head up. And if you get up there, bend the knees and take the feet towards the body. So see, this is the thing with you guys, you've got to make sure you're in here. That's a bit better. Now bend your knees. That's it. Good.
Oh. Well done.
You will notice, as he noticed here, when you bend the knees, suddenly extra body weight goes forward. So whenever you're doing a balancing movement in yoga and you adjust any part of the body, be ready to strengthen the core somewhere else, because you're folding in, so the weight's going to have to go somewhere. And as he felt there through his experience, it went towards his head. So he would have to be even stronger in his abdomen area and pushing with the hand to stop that happening and compensate by lifting the head up higher. So that's Peacock. What can I say to help you here? I would say probably working your lower abdominal area more, the strength in here. The lift is all going to be, most of it's going to be abdominal lifting. What can you do to strengthen that area? You've probably know a million movements in yoga. Let's do one before we finish. Sit with the legs up to the front. This always gives me a good idea of how the students are doing. If you take your legs back and draw in here. Now, you should be able to release the hands to keep the legs in the same shape, i.e. the thighs close to the chest and the calves parallel to the ground. This is one of the best movements for the whole entire abdominal area, just holding this for a short while. We focus around the navel and squeeze the legs in and the thighs calves nice and high, so doing good working. Let's just have a look at the groin. Grab hold of your toes and lengthen. Looking up there. So we've got the arms straight and the legs straight. Again, this is not an easy one to do, but if you can get this and the mobility is good there, we'll let go of this foot. That should stay out, that's the psoas, that's what's keeping the legs up. Grab hold. Other side, lower abdomen, psoas, hip, there we go. Right on the side here, that should be keeping the legs straight, that's good. So if you took your feet away and you felt that they were dropping, that's probably where your weakness is in order for movement, especially things like Mayurasana. Take both of them away. Okay. Good stuff. Okay, that concludes the first part of the class. Thank you very much.